Mammoth footprints from 43,000 years ago suggest that the huge beasts took care of their elderly. The 117 tracks, found in Lake County, Oregon, belong to a Colombian mammoth family that roamed the area during the Ice Age. A set of 20 of the tracks intrigued scientists because they were especially close together and deeper on one side. They believe the deep prints belong to a limping elderly mammoth who was helped along on their journey by the younger mammoths in the group. Scroll down for video. The fossilized footprints were first discovered during a 2014 University of Oregon field trip by a group of students led by Professor Greg Retallack. He later returned to excavate the find with a team from the University of Oregon Museum of Natural and Cultural History, the Bureau of Land Management and the University of Louisiana. Last year, the team received permission from the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, to dig up the site and found an intriguing group of about 20 footprints. These prints were especially close together, and those on the right were more deeply impressed than those on the left, as if an adult mammoth had been limping, said Professor Retallack. The study reveals that despite struggling, the animal wasn't alone. Two sets of smaller footprints appeared to be approaching and retreating from the limper's path. These juveniles may have been interacting with an injured adult female, returning to her repeatedly throughout the journey, possibly out of concern for her slow progress, Professor Retallack said. Such behavior has been observed with wounded adults in modern, matriarchal herds of African elephants. As part of the 2017 study, Nephra Matthews of the Bureau of Land Management's National Operations Center in Denver helped survey, map and document the trackway. She helped the scientists take accurate measurements based on land-based or aerial photographs. There is a vast storehouse of natural history found on BLM-managed land, and it's exciting to work with researchers like Professor Retallack in capturing 3D data on fragile paleontological resources, she said. Found in Fossil Lake, Oregon, the tracks show the complex social structures of the Ice Age giants. Similar to their modern-day descendants, they were highly intelligent creatures that lived in matriarchal, female-led, social groups. The Colombian mammoths remain more mysterious than their cousins the woolly mammoths, and less is known about them. Woolly mammoths lived further north, in a colder climate which better preserved many specimens. The two species were similar in size. Adults were roughly 13 feet, 4 meters, tall at the shoulder and weighed 22,000 pounds, 10 tons. The coat of the woolly mammoth was probably thicker, in order to protect against the bitter cold in the Arctic. All species of mammoth went extinct during the Quaternary extinction event, which began 40,000 years ago and peaked between 14,000 and 11,500 years ago. This coincides with both the end of the latest Ice Age and when human hunter-gatherers first reached the Americas. America's public lands are some of the world's greatest outdoor laboratories. Localities such as this Mammoth track site are unique parts of America's heritage and indicate that there are many special sites still to be discovered, said study co-author Brent Breithaupt, a paleontologist in the Wyoming State Office of the Bureau of Land Management. Tracks sometimes tell more about ancient creatures than their bones, particularly when it comes to their behavior, he said. It's amazing to see this kind of interaction preserved in the fossil record.